SS8H2. Analyze the colonial period of Georgia's history. Element D. Explain the transition of Georgia into a royal colony with regards to land ownership, slavery, alcohol, and government. Our learning target: I will explain Georgia as a royal colony. Well, those unhappy malcontents, they finally got their way. All the rules that the trustees created in the Charter of 1732 were gone. Even the trustees were gone. The trustees gave the colony back to the king. Now it is a royal colony. So a lot of the rules from the Charter of 1732, those were relaxed. Land ownership rule was changed. Now you can buy and sell land. Even women now can own land. Boom! Guess what happened? The population grew. Georgia wanted to compete with the other colonies, and they felt they couldn't due to the Charter of 1732 rule of no slavery. Right before the trustee period ended, that rule was overturned. Slavery was now allowed in the colony of Georgia. Slavery increased the agricultural production, especially in the rice plantations. As Trustee Georgia started, alcohol was not allowed. Alcohol got into Georgia from the colony of South Carolina. This caused a lot of problems between the two colonies. Within 10 years, the rules had changed. Alcohol was allowed. Once Trustee Georgia became Royal Colony Georgia, alcohol production increased. After James Oglethorpe returned to England, the king needed someone to oversee the colony. In steps the royal governors. Our first royal governor was John Reynolds. Reynolds was a captain in the British Royal Navy, sometimes known as a hothead. He created a bunch of rules for the colony, like males between ages 16 and 60 had to be part of the militia or military. Another rule: males had to work on building roads for at least 12 days a year. Sometimes he was not on the best side of the colonist or the General Assembly. Word got back to England that he was difficult, so they brought him home to see if they could fix this. In steps Henry Ellis, our second royal governor. He was a fair and popular governor. He established parishes or towns. He worked well with the Native Americans, even getting some trade agreements. But his poor health and the Georgia heat, that got him. He was called home to Britain to be the advisor to the Prime Minister. Our final and most popular governor was Sir James Wright. Wright also worked well with the Native Americans. He encouraged them to cede or give up their land, which helped with the Georgia westward expansion. The Revolutionary War began, and Georgia was extremely loyal to the king, mainly due to the loyalties of James Wright. Wright enforced the Stamp Act. Georgia was the only colony that actually enforced and sold the stamps. Wright was unable to keep the revolutionary talk down. He was even placed under house arrest for his loyalties to the king and to England. He supported an attack on the colony of Georgia. When the British left Savannah, he left and returned home to London, never to return to Georgia again.